guys, Lizbet here, coming at you with the KonMari method for my scrapbooking supplies. This is not my scrapbooking tools. I am keeping all of those. And this is not photos and memorabilia that I'm keeping to put in the scrapbook. It's just all of the supplies I'm going to go through, and if I don't love it, I will either put it aside for my granddaughter to play with. She's 4 and can play with these kind of things now, or I will just donate them. So let's get started. I assume I'm going to keep most of it. We'll see. This is multicolors of different shapes. Keeping that. I don't have anywhere to put stuff. Let me start with this thing. These individual packs are individual pages with the I just dropped a bunch of stuff on the floor, guys. Individual pages with stickers and stuff that I know will probably go with them. So this I won't be getting rid of. I had already curated that. This I'm keeping. These long page things. I have a lot of stuff, guys. I would not suggest getting this much stuff because I used to buy stickers and papers for in case I need stuff. If you're just getting into scrapbooking, I would suggest, besides buying, supplies like scissors and cutting mats, to just wait till you have a page you know what to do with, like say a pirate page, and then go out and buy stickers and papers for a couple pages at a time. Then you won't have sticks and stacks and whatever like I have that are beautiful, but who knows where I'm going to put it on. These I am keeping. These are flower and butterfly making crafts. Keeping that. Let's see. This is fabric to use. This is actually, I believe is this what my couch is? Oh my gosh. Well, I might keep that in case I need to do something, match up pillows or stuff with my couch. I do want to do the KonMari method. What do I feel joy? I actually love my couch. Of course, how can I look at it and not know if it's my couch or not if I do that? But if you love your couch, how would you not know for sure whether that was the material or not? Who knows? But I'm going to keep it. These are papers from, gosh, what do you call that? Where you fold paper, origami, and I found that I just like the papers to use in scrapbooking and behind um, photos and stuff, to use them as photo mats more than I liked folding them. So I put it with my craft stuff. Keeping that. Here are some file folders. I have no idea. Those go somewhere else. This is some lace that I was keeping. I did a wedding theme one time where I covered the pages with lace, and I thought I might want to use some lace again in a project, so I'm just going to keep this one really pretty piece, and these pieces I am going to let go of. These are just some squares and rectangles, keeping those. Construction paper, I'm going to give that to my granddaughter. I think for Christmas this year we might make those, you cut out the construction paper in long strips and then glue them together and glue them to one another, make a chain and put on the tree. I think I'll do that with her this year, so that goes my granddaughter's area. These are foam stickers. They're like trees with the letters in it. I've used these in a couple scrapbook pages, so I will pass that on to my granddaughter. These are cute little, they're flowers and butterflies and stuff. And I purchased these felt what do you call them? Bookmarks. And my friends and I used to get together once a month and do crafts together, switching off at each other's place. And I bought this for a craft for us to do, to use these stickers and put them on the bookmarks. But one of the group has moved to the next state down. And so when she comes up, we usually just meet at restaurants now, because when she comes up, she's got a lot of people to meet and get together. We don't usually do those craft nights anymore, so I'm going to pass that on. This is one of my husband's handkerchiefs that I use as a pressing cloth, which I do not know why that's in my crafts. This is embarrassing. You guys know I don't go, pre-do this stuff before you get here. Flowers that I had from, I've already used this in a craft before. I'm going to pass that on. Ribbon. That's beautiful pink ribbon. I think I might keep this ribbon for a craft. Here's a stencil, keeping that. This is a piece of paper. Why do I have this? I suppose I kept it for scrapbooking ideas. Tossing that. Here are some, I think these are like, you put memorabilia in it. So I will keep that. I have a book that I did for my mom's life. She passed away on the 4th of July on 2013. And I do have a couple memorabilia things that I want to put in a pocket and stick in the back of that album. So I will keep that. I'm not sure once I finish that how many of those I will keep. This is a little leather pouch. I don't need that. Tossing that. 13-year do-it-yourself calendar. I never did do this one. I will pass that on. Here are some envelopes that I need to put back with the envelopes, because sometimes I thought, I would like decorate the envelope and use it in the crafts, but I'm not going to do that. 3x5 cards, going to put that back with 3x5 cards. More unused envelopes. I do like to keep a little selection of unused envelopes with my stationery, because sometimes when I write the addresses on cards, I'll mess it up or something. So I'll see if I need any of those, and I will keep what I think I need with the stationery, which I've already been through KonMari. Otherwise, I will toss that, so that does not need to be in the craft area. This plume actually goes back in one of my pages. I did a kind of like a girls' afternoon tea thing, and that actually goes on the page, and I needed the feather for a Halloween costume, so that will go back into the page. Yeah, I'm talking Halloween costume last year. Yes, I am. This is some pretty like quilt. I've got like one note card and notes left, and I was going to use that as a backing for some pictures and stuff on a scrapbook page. Keeping that. Here's some extra cards and stuff that I thought, I've only got like one of each kind left, and I would use it for scrapbooking, but I'm not going to. I'm going to pass those on. This I love. I am going to put that in a frame. It's an actual happy birthday card, but I got it because I just love the thing. I'm going to keep that in a frame. That goes somewhere else. This is a card I got from friends of mine with the Eiffel Tower, but this side of the card is not written on, and I have a friend who's very into Paris and stuff, and I was going to do something with that for her, and I still plan to, so I'm keeping this, but it doesn't need to be in my scrapbooking craft. This I thought would make a beautiful background on a page. These various cardstocks, keeping. Pretty leaf, I'm going to toss that. More like cards to make actual cards on, but I will probably use them for background. I used to make cards, but I don't very often anymore. I'm going to keep those. This was to someone's wedding, but I'm going to keep the paper. Beth loves Terry. I don't know if you can see that. I thought that would be a good background. This I feel bad about. I was at somebody's stall. They handmade this paper. And purple, I really like purple. But I didn't really love it. But I felt after being at their stall and talking to them so much, I felt like I had to buy something. I shouldn't have. I should have just walked away. So I've always had negative feelings because I felt pressured into buying something. And I mean, the pressure was from me, not from the person. And so I'm going to pass that on. Maybe someone can use, handmade paper and enjoy that someone spent that much time. These are origami papers that I love. Like I said, I kept trying to get an origami until I realized I'm not interested in the paper folding. I'm just interested in the paper. Let's see. I thought this would be a cute background, but I don't care anymore. Some foam stuff that I thought would lift up stuff. Nah. Extra cardboard and stuff. Nah. This is extra, like, photo paper, but I don't really put it through the photos anymore. I had printed photos and cut them out, and I thought I might use the extra as background. Nah. I'll keep these long things. I just kept a lot of stuff thinking, well, I might use that for a craft or something. Nah. This is plain white paper. I am going to keep that just for notes because sometimes I sketch out my pages and things, so I am going to keep those. A lot of this scrap paper like this that I've used before, I'm just going to give that and put that in my granddaughter's craft area. Some cards, nah. More stuff for my granddaughter to play with. Small scraps like this, I'm not even going to bother to give to her. It needs to be at least big enough she can do something with it. Cardboard, nah. This is like my I've already used these things, and so there's pieces cut out, and I wanted to be frugal and not waste any, but I generally I have reused a lot of these sometimes, but I am just going to put them all in for my granddaughter to play with and just use my full papers after this. So this is, I used to do the strap hinge books. I don't know if albums, and so they would lie flat, but I find I prefer the post bound, so I'm going to pass on all these strap hinge pages to recycle. These are the slip-on sleeves for those strap hinge pages. The ones I use now with posts, the page goes in this way. With these strap hinge ones, you put the page on this, and then, well, I guess this way, and then you slide the cover over it like that. So this is going to someone who still uses them. I'll probably give it to Salvation Army, and someone who still uses the strap hinge would probably enjoy that. So the top of this box, actually my wedding album came in. So the top of this is done. That'll be great that I can just, use it as a closed box now. This stuff I will probably be keeping, except for this page. This is all my full pages of scrapbook paper. I don't know if you recall when I mentioned just wait until you know what you want. I bought a lot of those, books of all different kinds of paper and everything, and it's beautiful, and I like going through them. I love going through it. But then a lot of times I'll pick up specific paper for what I want, even though I have all this other beautiful paper. So I am keeping them. I do like to go through and look at a lot of the papers, but if you're just starting out, you know, do as I say, not as I do, you know, that kind of stuff. So these are I'm just going to keep like one box of papers and stuff. I just got a little bit extra there, but one box of papers and stuff, and the rest is either going to my granddaughter to play with or Salvation Army. Now, I knocked two things over on the ground. So bear with me when we try to figure out what's going on here. Here's more stickers that I just have, not that I've committed to different pages, but just in general. So I'm going to go through these, keep what I love, and what I don't love, I'll pass on. My granddaughter's already been through this box before, and she really enjoys using what I don't need. As you can see, I've used this quite a few times. I'm going to pass that on. Easter, Mega Millions. I was going to do a page with like a lottery page, so I kept a lot of these Mega Million Powerballs. I'm still going to do that, so I'm going to keep these. Happy Easter, I'm going to keep. Got my name on it, yes. Wounded Warriors. Don't know what that was in there for. Don't need that anymore. Beautiful, keeping. I don't need that many Mega Millions, but I'll read that down. This is like a grand opening card, but I thought the chest would be really cool. Got a little bit of Confederate money. This is one of those, like, you know, buy some of our cards. I thought it was nice for maybe a Christmas thing. So if I love it, I keep it. Nothing can go wrong today that a little chocolate won't fix. Don't need that. Stay strong. That's pretty. Keeping those. More Confederates. I don't even know. You can fast forward if looking through my stickers has no interest to you. These are some little Disney things. Little puppy dogs. I like little kid stuff myself too, so keeping those. I've done some St. Patrick things. Maybe I'll keep one to, you know, stick the back of letters. Let my granddaughter play with the rest of that. And here's some circus animals. Some different things. Cats, dogs. I'll let her play with those. This is a wreath that I thought would be cute. This came with I think I was at a yard sale on some card making supply things, but I am going to save these at least for a little while and see if I use them in scrapbooking pages, because I think some of this stuff is really cute. Some of it, like the U, I doubt if I'll ever use, but there's beautiful corners and stuff in there. I mean, so cute. Those I can pass on. Oh, I do like the little kitty cats with the sunglasses. I'm actually going to keep that little piece of paper and put that someplace where I can see it more often. Look at that. I think that's the same thing. You can tell I like that graphic. So I'm going to frame that or put there somewhere so I can enjoy that all the time. Here's like little foods. I did a thing for tea. You know, when you go have special tea. Sigma Chi, that's my honeys. I should put that. That's a magnet. I'm going to see if he still wants that, because he might not even care about that. Magnet, we don't usually do a lot of magnets. Little butterflies, I think she would enjoy that. University of Cincinnati, my honey graduated from there. I'll see if he still wants that. Happy Valentine's Day from a friend of mine. I think that's a cute graphic I might use. I think these are cute. Unicorn stickers, love these. Got those for myself. These are like little magnet word things. I'm not going to give that to my 4-year-old granddaughter. Oh my gosh, look, it says rabies. There is a bat in the house, and of family members that live in a different house than I do. and they all had to go get rabies shots. Yeah, that I think I'll I'll toss that out. Yeah, little peacock picture. I'm just gonna toss. I can't keep everything. I've already kept a lot. Keeping um, little gifts and pies like that. That's cute. Trust me, I'm a doctor. My honey. Another kitty graphic, you guys. I just love those. Travel. My honey and I travel a lot. This came from a Christmas card, but I thought I could use it in scrapbooking. Joy. Some of these things are from cards. Um, this I thought I was going to use, but I'm not that enamored with it. Here's an Easter basket I love. Some Christmas extra. I'll give that to. I'll let my granddaughter play with that. These things, I think those are really cute. Keeping those. That. Stage Strong. I think that came from the church, one of our things. Rockstar. I'm keeping the Jasmine. Pass that on. Let's see. I was going to keep that. That was from one of our luau parties, but I haven't been using it. Football thing, I'm going to keep that. The word ones that say Friends Vacation, I do like those a lot. Other stickers, I can let my granddaughter just play with those. That's just a graphic that I'm probably not going to use. Telephones, let her play with those things. Hey, I got some Hallmark crowns. And smiley faces. New York City, I have did a page. My sister and niece and I went, had a great time, but I've already used those. This is Adelbert Waffling Harry Potter card. I really like Harry Potter, but I don't collect the cards. Ships, anchors. I might keep that because my husband and I cruise a lot. Sticker album. Let's see if my granddaughter wants to use that. Some like luau travel things, dinosaurs. I gave her dinosaur figurines from the Smithsonian for her birthday. Cincinnati Zoo and Gardens. My husband and I are members. I don't go there nearly often enough. I don't even know if I should discuss this on the thing. I am not a big proponent of zoos and keeping animals in cages. I do vote for the zoo levy because I feel like if you have them, you should keep them in the best habitat possible. I can remember when they used to keep the big cats in like tiny cages. Now they have big runs, and obviously not big runs like they would out in the wild. But I feel like if you're going to keep these animals caged up, they should uh, be in the best habitat possible. And maybe at some point we can move away from having zoos. You guys know what I mean? I don't know. Leave your thoughts below. Am I weird? Do you guys believe the same thing about zoos? My husband's like, well, if a lot of people don't see these animals up close, they're not going to care enough to donate to save the different animals or be able to see them. So he feels more positive towards zoos than I do. But I do have a membership. I do support it because I feel like you can't keep these animals in tiny cages. You've got to like have the money to build the big runs. I don't know. I'm conflicted. Um, More stuff going into the. I don't. That has nothing to do with scrapbooking, but okay, that's just the scrap I'm gonna toss out. But I just feel that way. Here's graphics like I used to have these. These are real. These are from pictures I took. I used to have that vase. I got rid of that vase during one of the clean outs and flowers. I'm just gonna throw these I think are like little plastic repair patches. What they're doing in my scrapbooking, I have no idea. But a lot of this, I might keep that one. Oh, kitty cat, doggies. But a lot of these stickers that I've been keeping and hoarding, my granddaughter loves them. Why can't I just share? You know, Why can't I just share for someone who I know? I love Cincinnati. I don't live in Cincinnati, but my church is very active in Cincinnati, and I live close. And my church is very active. We do a lot of things for um, people who need help, and so we're trying to get people to care about the city. So I might keep that. These more things that I'm going to. My granddaughter, you know what? I'm not going to put that on my car. I'm going to donate this. So this pile over here is granddaughter and donate and whatever. My friend does these Heart People productions. I'm going to keep that. This is the Rainbow Bridge. And it talks about, when your pets pass away, why that is in the middle of my scrapbooking supplies, I don't know. I'm going to put that somewhere else. And, oh my gosh, these are hilarious photo humor. Uh, when people used to print out their photos instead of just having them on the camera and online now, then you could go through, this vacation is great, eat your heart out, a tan goddess, scratch my belly, warning attack dog, if you're rich, I'm single, what a hangover, if only she knew. I mean, and then you put these little bubble stickers on the photos, and I'm keeping those because old school, I still have a lot of photos, and those are just a lot of fun and cool. Going to pass them on. Oh gosh, I like these this is not how I've decorated my house, but I just kind of like that, look. So I'm keeping those stickers, passing on, passing on, passing on, passing on. There's a back when I was a member 2008 of the zoo. More Heart People stickers. I've got a couple. I'm going to go ahead and pass that on. Member of the Humane Society. Look at that cool pumpkin. I'm keeping that one. Little pizza and hamburgers and stuff. I'm sure my granddaughter will love that. I hope you guys aren't bored out of your mind. Maybe I'll try to go a little faster. Because I'm basically just going through and do I love this? Do I not love it? I can't tell you about that one. And if I do find I'm keeping, if not, it's time to go on. I hope you guys, I didn't know how much of this kind of stuff you actually wanted to see. Like, did you want to see my individual stickers? But I can go through pretty quick on what I like, what I want to keep. And a lot of what I love has already been put in those pages that I'm planning on doing. Oops. So this is another magnet. I'm going to toss that. I was going to keep these things for stencil outlines, but I have so many stencils, and a house is something I can do fairly easy. These like eyelet charms and stuff, I'm going to pass those on, not necessarily to my granddaughter. Like I say, some of the things will be Salvation Army. My kitty used to look like, I mean, this isn't a picture of my kitty, but she looked exactly like that, is why I love that that little card. And I think we're down to pretty much, I had a family member that lived in New Jersey for a while, and I did a scrapbooking page for her. There's a paper I want to keep. So I'm pretty much getting to the point where I'm done with. Oh, I used to have these when I was in the military, and I mean, I got out in what, 92, and I had these like on my desk for like years. So I love these little cards. Look at this little cow. What crack you up? Okay, this thing is running like terribly long. Keeping the Easter, passing on the clowns. Ah! Don't need that. That is my name. I'll probably keep those. Presidents of the United States. Probably pass that on. More things. Let's see, is there anything in here I love? This I'm keeping. The rest of that will be passed on. I originally was going to do something with these little flowers. When I went to the Renaissance Festival years ago, I had it braided and they put these little flowers in my hair, but they kind of stick up on the scrapbook page, so I haven't really, I'll probably just pass those on. Someone could do a craft with them. And if you thought I was done or wish I was done, sorry guys, I dropped a whole bunch of stuff on the floor at the beginning of this video. And basically, this is a box of stuff that, materials that stick out versus stickers. You know, versus stickers, this is material that sticks out. I'm going to go through and probably get rid of 90% of it. I can't even, just going through quick, I can't even see anything here I'm even remotely interested in any longer. Maybe these, actually I think even the ribbons I'm going to get rid of. I got another one of these pink ones. I liked this pink, I might keep that. I had a shirt that had these stones and sequins and beading, and I thought that might be something I'm going to use in my scrapbooking at some point. I do love that piece. You know what, I'm going to keep that because I love that. But the rest of this, patches, the googly eyes, I'm probably not going to give this to my 4-year-old granddaughter unless I'm right there looking. I don't, you know, she doesn't put stuff in her mouth any longer, but I don't know. These little swatches I will be keeping because I think they make pretty textured backgrounds for photographs. There's another from a shirt. What happened is I had a break on the bottom of my, what do you call it, the countertop, and I kept getting holes in my shirt at about stomach level, and I couldn't figure out where it was coming from, and it was running like on my shirt. And what happened is, leaning against the countertop rubbed a hole because it was jagged underneath. And so it wasn't happening to my husband because he can reach the shelves, but I have to lean against the counter to reach the shelves. And so I ruined a lot of shirts until I found out what was causing the hole in my shirts. I mean, it was like mystery. But I'm going to keep this too for scrapbooking. Cut some of that out. The rest of this ribbon, a lot of these, I'm going to keep my husband's Sigma Chi patches, even though we'll probably never use them. I'll ask him and see if he still wants those. And probably this, I used this as a headband for a costume one year for Flapper. I put a feather in it, and this is like just like elasticized sequins. So I'll keep that and probably use it on a scrapbook page. And that is it, folks. Oh shoot, I think I threw my textile scraps on top of the things I was keeping. So this is real, guys. This is real. So basically, I'm keeping the stuff I knew I'd already done, that little bit, and the papers, and these little bits of stickers. And what I'm getting rid of is all this. Oh, excuse me. Bunch of piles here, pile here, pile of stuff there, all of this stuff, and all of this mess. So thanks for sticking with me, guys. I hope you felt free to fast forward whenever you needed to. So I'm done with the scrapbooking. Yay! About half as much, and I will talk with you guys later.